Hello and welcome to the ladies. It is so great to be back and seeing all you wonderful people again. And I am Portia, and this is my lovely co-host Dandria. And this is our special guest, Patience Awazi. And we have Sheila and Jana. Say hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome back.
Today we are talking about the holidays. Who does not love the holidays, right? So, yes. Well, let me first start by introducing our special guest today. So we have Patience here, and she is a social entrepreneur, a visionary, creator of Prosperous Living Lifestyle, and author of A Culture and a Cuisine of a book of West African foods. So welcome
Thank
very
you.
much.
I'm excited to be here.
Good.
Yay.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
So holidays, ladies, how do you celebrate your holidays?
My holidays is we house hop. So what happens is everybody contributes. We do like a big potluck with our families. Thank goodness, so not one person is just, in the kitchen for 3 days straight.
Your family large?
Both sides, yes. My husband's family and my family. So we have huge families, which is great. It's a blessing. So we go and spend a few hours at that house, a few hours at the next house, and then we come home and crash. So it's awesome. We get to see all the family and have a good old time.
All right. Awesome. Patience, how about you?
Well, I'll take it from a cultural perspective. We have a 3-day celebration.
Wow.
24th, the 25th, and the 26th.
Oh,
And I'm going to tell you all about it. It's fantastic.
Oh, yes. Looking forward to it. All right. All right, Sheila?
So we usually are just hanging around with family. And then it depends, it's always a balancing act, particularly if you're married. Because you can't say, we're going to go to your mother's and your every Christmas. So just kind of balance it out, and we take turns on whose house we're going to go to and everything. So you learn that early on, so there won't be as many disagreements.
All right. Jana, how about you?
It's usually the same activity, different location.
Okay.
Our Christmas day is normally food and football.
Okay.
And no, everybody's not cheering for the same team. And yes, the ladies do know a lot about sports in my family.
All right.
So, so that always makes it fun. But we rotate where it is, whose home it's in. And that makes it a lot of fun too, because our distances are pretty much spread out throughout California, and I have a sister who lives in Georgia.
Okay.
So she comes home as often as she can, but it's always yummy and always fun.
Okay.
And it's
Nice.
always about the food.
Yes.
gosh,
Food.
You can't have how everybody usually has their one particular dish?
Yes.
And then if somebody tries to change up,
Yes.
Oh, no.
that's what I hate.
Everybody's upset.
You experiment on it. You need to try that another day.
Every Saturday, right?
Don't try it on us.
No.
Right.
Just let Auntie do it.
Right.
Like Auntie's been doing it for the last 30 years.
We'll try that afterwards.
Yes. Okay, for the holidays, so I will say we normally go on my dad's side of the family. Thanksgiving's my mom's and Christmas is my dad's. So it's the 24th. We're actually at my grandmother's house, and she pretty much does the cooking because she makes a really big pot of gumbo, seafood gumbo. It is so good.
Gosh. Can I come to your house?
Yes.
That's my favorite
I have
thing.
literally never met anyone that can make gumbo as well as my grandma. And I'm just saying that because she's my grandma. I'm just like, it's just the fact. It's just great.
Wow.
So she
you
makes
make
a
it?
huge. You know what? I'm getting the recipe this year, and I'm going to be making it with her.
Wow.
So yes, yeah. So we do that. The whole family gets together. Music's playing. We're just talking, and we exchange gifts at the end of the night, and then we all go to our homes. And then we do Christmas by ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
That's
good times.
nice.
Good times. So for the holidays, I know that we all mentioned food. Is there a specific dish in particular that you like to go ahead and make? So
For me, it's family tradition for me to do the sweet potato pies. Like your grandmother did the gumbo. My grandfather also did gumbo, but he also did sweet potato pies. And no one picked it up. So it's kind of like default, like the football fell and somebody had to get it. So I do the sweet potato pies. That's my one thing that always gets made. And then something else might get made.
okay.
Yeah.
Patience, how about you? I mean, you have a whole cookbook, so I figured something's got to be ruined.
Actually, the whole family, when I say family, cousins, aunts, in-laws, everybody gets together at the family compound.
Nice.
And so we have a common dish called jollof rice, which is like jambalaya. It's a stewed, tomato stew mixed in with rice and made the whole thing, all kinds of meats in it. It's so delicious and tasty. We also have chin chin, which is like a fried dough. It's just wonderful. And so with the chin chin takes a long time. So when all the family members come together, they have to help in the preparation.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
Good.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
So in my family, my lane is the peach cobbler.
Oh, okay.
So don't come in here with some bogus peach cobbler. Everybody be like, who made the peach cobbler? Sheila, did you? And if it's a little off, of course they would say, Sheila, did you make it? I'm like, no. I'm like,
Oh,
so
no.
I'm a peach cobbler fan.
Oh, nice.
From scratch. Did I mention from scratch?
Oh, is there any other way?
I know. I'm
From scratch.
I know some people that try not to.
Really?
And you can tell immediately.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
That's a shame. That is just wrong on so many levels.
That's true.
All right, Jada?
You know, my dish used to be the sweet potatoes, the kind with the marshmallows on it. And then my sister-in-law decided she wanted to try it.
Okay.
And hers actually turned out better.
Oh.
And now she won't allow anybody to bring anybody but hers into the house when she's hosting with my brother. So I had to switch over to different kinds of things like green bean casserole.
Oh, yeah.
And things like that. So that's mine. I've taken that territory. I've mastered it, and nobody's going to touch it. Nobody's going to do it but me.
All right. So I guess my dish would be, I bake more so than I cook. So I love baking from scratch. And so I made these cookies a couple years ago. There was chocolate chip with walnuts, and I added toffee into them. And the toffee just sets it off. So I make that every year for my family. And like the first 2 days, the previous 2 days right before Christmas Eve, the 22nd, the 23rd, I am literally like in the kitchen just baking all day because let's just face it, my family's not like super small, okay? My, grandmother had like 4 kids, and then everyone else has kids and things like that. And then plus, they're married and they have kids. So, so we're all together in one house, and we just eat a lot because calories don't count during holidays.
No, they don't. No.
Exactly.
What's a calorie?
Exactly, right?
That's your Merry Christmas.
Exactly. All right. Well, that wraps up for this segment. And I would like to say, go ahead and take a break with us. And we are going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to our show, The Ladies. The goal of this talk show is to bring to light and discuss issues in the news from 4 different perspectives. We strive to create a consistent, high-quality show that relates, entertains, engages, and builds an honest, transparent relationship with our viewers. We hope that by watching this unique show, you feel uplifted, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our mission is to use the airwaves to bring to life engaging topics, transform our viewers' lives, and bring a sense of fulfillment into every home. Thank you for watching The Ladies, and welcome to the family of 4 ladies with 4 different opinions.
Welcome back to The Ladies. And for this segment right here, we're going to be talking more about our guest and her book that she has out. So Patience, please let us know more about your book, The Cuisine of West Africa.
So excited to talk about it because it's a culture and cuisines book. And I figured, what would be a good thing for you to leave as a legacy to your kids? A lot of them were born here, you were born here.
Right.
What happened back then? Right. So the culture book, you have all the traditional and the customs of the African celebrations, And food is a key component of all of it.
Yes.
And so part of the celebrations, or one of the important celebrations, is Christmas. And that's when everybody comes together. You know, all family members come together, they have a meeting, they settle scores, they report about their successes, they report about their failures, they report about their challenges. So it's really, really an important time in the life of every family that they celebrate Christmas, because it's a time that everybody comes. And then when it comes to the food, you bring your recipe, everybody brings your recipe, and they're going to say, well, last year you didn't do so well. We didn't like oh, yeah, we like Auntie Rose's roast meat or something like that. And they'll choose those who will be cooking. And then the rest could be grinding the ingredients and helping. So you have the celebrated events. In the first few chapters, you have the history of the people, the customs, the tradition. Then you also, the second part of the book is the recipes. All the foods, the wonderful foods that are in the celebration, that are used in the celebration. And then the third part of the book is the medicinal values, you know, of the ingredients. So, you know, you eat African food, you don't know what you get out of it. Some people say, well, do you guys eat this? You eat roaches? No, we eat healthy but tasty. We smoke a lot of our meats, and it really makes a difference. We cook with a lot of palm oil, and it's very healthy. Even Dr. Oz said it's very healthy. We didn't know at first. We were just, you know, cooking with it. But now we know it is healthy. So we make sure that we put enough ingredients. Take, for example, cloves. You know cloves?
Yes.
Right, cloves. If you have a toothache, all you do is grind the cloves, put it on, and close your mouth for a few minutes, and it's all gone.
Really?
Yes.
It's true. I've used it. I testify to that.
There you go. It kills the bacteria, and the pain goes away.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Exactly.
I didn't know that about using
People
orange.
who have back pain, a lot of people have back pain, body pain, turmeric and black pepper. These are ingredients that everybody uses.
I have it every day.
There you go.
Me too.
But you have to use it with black pepper, and don't cook it. I prefer you put a little bit, say half a teaspoon black pepper, half a teaspoon turmeric, and you eat with it. In that way, it gets directly into your body. So there's so many ingredients, healing properties that will help anyone eating the meals, the African dishes, especially West Africa. We cook with a lot of spices and herbs, and it's just so tasty. I really would say go to any West African restaurant and you will be happy.
Oh yeah, I am. I am every time.
There you go. So
I love
testimonials.
That sounds so interesting. Yeah, because I'm always about like trying to find like different natural cures for things like that, and the whole. I had no idea, because a toothache will bring you down to your knees.
Yes.
You go into your kitchen cabinet and you have all your medicines there, right in your ingredient box. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
that is so
I'm really happy to present this to the next generation, because what else do we want to give our children? We want to give them our own culture, our tradition, and have other people also learn about the rich culture, and especially in food and how we celebrate, you know, one another, how we celebrate our history. There's a lot of history. Take, for example, in Louisiana, there's a lot of festivals. Back in Africa, that's how it came here. It's a lot of festivals. If you look at the pictures in the book, you will see they're dressed pretty much the same. And people thought it was only the Caribbeans. No, back there, the dress with all the headdress and everything.
Like Mardi Gras.
Like Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of food and music. So the book has the culture, it has the recipes, and it has the medicinal values. So it's a comprehensive book. It's a handbook. You could take anywhere in the world. You could gift a friend.
Yeah.
You could have even a party with it.
And what's the title of it?
Africa's Atlantic Coast Cuisines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so you said that the reason, what inspired you was you wanted sort of to leave it like a legacy for your family members and things like that. So how did you start knowing about all the different types of spices and ingredients that would help toward medicine, be just as good as medicine?
Thanks for asking. My sister is a natural medicine researcher. And so, she goes way into it. So I was asking her, I'm writing this book, but I need to know a little more. And she told me a few things and said, you have to do your own research, because when you be telling people, you have to back it up. So that's how I went into researching every ingredient to make sure that if I tell you cloves does this, it does that. Because I have tasted it.
Yes.
I have had other people try it too. Yeah.
Oh.
It's really an interesting book. It's something that every library should have. And even during Black History Month, I have parties and I have people eat my food and just, where can we get the book? How much more? It's something that I think everybody should have to pass on, because we want to pass on our culture. We want people to know about the rich culture. We want to pass it on. Look at the Chinese. They have Chinese stores, Chinese restaurants everywhere. We should enjoy what's good. And so I'm here to let you know it is time, and we're going to pass this on to the next generation.
Sounds amazing.
And eating healthy is so important because, a lot of people think it's a cliche to say you are what you eat. But when you think about what you're putting in your body, your body's going to respond to that. Just like when you exercise, your body responds to that.
Right.
If you drink water, if you don't drink water, your body responds. So I really like that. You're doing that, and I'll have to pick up one of those.
Patience, tell me, and tell our lovely audience here, they want to go ahead and pick up your book. Where can they go ahead and pick it up? Can they shop online?
Yeah, they can shop online, www.patienceawazi.com. Just Google me, you'll get me. And I will send a link to everybody. But just Google me, www.patienceawazi.com. And you will get how you can order. You can order from online, you could write to me, and I'm willing to answer any questions.
I got one.
Very nice.
Yes.
What's your favorite recipe in the book?
It's the grilled fish. If you eat the grilled fish, and you have a little glass of wine.
Now we're talking.
Lots of herbs and spices. It would taste nothing like what you've eaten in the restaurants.
I'm sold.
You can smell it from a mile away.
Okay.
I'm ordering that.
I also do a lot of smoking. I have this recipe, gourmet. I smoke this chicken. People love this chicken.
Wow.
I'm not boasting, but if something is good,
Hey, the truth is the
I
truth.
smoke it with a lot of herbs and spice. I feel emotional about it. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody who has eaten it loves it.
All right.
See, I wasn't moving my hands much, but once I started speaking,
Exactly.
I get so emotional.
That is definitely something that we have to check out. Our viewers, go ahead and check it out as well too. Again, you can find her book over at patienceawazi.com. We are going to take a short break right now. So while we are on break, go ahead and like this video, share, and we will see you soon.
Welcome to our show, The Ladies. The goal of this talk show is to bring to light and discuss issues in the news from 4 different perspectives. We strive to create a consistent, high-quality show that relates, entertains, engages, and builds an honest, transparent relationship with our viewers. We hope that by watching this unique show, you feel uplifted, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our mission is to use the airwaves to bring to life engaging topics, transform our viewers' lives, and bring a sense of fulfillment into every home. Thank you for watching The Ladies, and welcome to the family of 4 ladies with 4 different opinions.
Welcome back. All right, ladies, we are talking again more about the holidays, and I want to ask everyone what their favorite memory is from when they were a child or even as an adult for the holidays. But I will start us off. So I remember when I was a kid, I was maybe 8, 9 years old, and my grandparents lived in Carson. So of course, everyone would go to my grandparents' house for Christmas, and the adults were in the house, and they're, my grandmother's cooking, and everyone else is, talking and things like that. And I remember being outside with my cousins. We all had our rollerblades, our bikes. We all had scooters, whatever mode of transportation that we could, find at that point. And we would go up the hill. We would go down to the park, and we would just play over there. And we'd find like another hill and just like ride down that bad boy and just, fall over, things like that. It was great. So, that's what we would go ahead and do pretty much every year. But one year in particular, it was really special. I just felt like we just really bonded more so as, cousins during that time. It's like, I don't know, like 10 of us, something like that. So we're all fairly close in age together. So yeah, we all did that. And then, of course, we had my grandmother's gumbo. And, of course, like at midnight, we would go ahead and exchange presents with everyone. Oh, nice. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. We had Christmas music playing very loudly in the background. Yeah, it was great. I love the holidays.
I know. So. Me too. So one memory of many that I've had, I'm very blessed. My family's very loving, and we get together often. But for the holidays, it's the same idea. We get together and we eat, but we have a dance off.
Oh, hey.
And so we do a dancing game. I think it's called like dance. I forget what it is. Anyway, we do it every year and everybody participates. So it's really funny. So of course, the youngsters are like, I'm going to beat you, auntie. And I'm like, nope, no. Cause I still got the move. So we will battle literally for like 30, 45 minutes. It is so funny. And of course, our older members are just looking at us laughing like, you fools do this every holiday. Yeah. So in between eating and all that good stuff, we dance. So I have to stay in shape just to keep up with my nieces and nephews. So that's right, one fun thing, right? That's right. Let's go.
All right.
So with me, it's about the chin-chin. The chin-chin is the fried dough. Mm-hmm. It takes a long time. And they have to prepare like a whole big old bowl of it. Or even a whole bucket of it. Wow. Because it's like nuts. Once you start eating, you can't stop. Mm. And so what happens is the older ones would prepare this. They go hide it somewhere because, the kids will steal it.
Yeah.
We can't sleep at night because the smell, the smell of it. You can't sleep. You wake up in the middle of the night and go into the store where they kept all these things for the next day. Ooh. Remember, it's a 3-day event. And so the 24th, the chin-chin is prepared, or even way before, because it has to be a lot with all the family members coming. Wow. And so in the middle of the night, you sneak and go into the storehouse. So one day, we're trying to do that, not knowing that they caught us already. As we opened the door, bam, there was a parent. Oh boy, that just messed up everything. Just what? Oh, no. Nobody answered. But the chin-chin is it. Every home you go to, there is chin-chin.
Oh my gosh.
You can't do Christmas without chin-chin.
Wow, I love it. I love that.
Sounds great.
Wow.
You asked a question about memories. This happened to me, and I was in. No. I had just graduated from college, and this is what has just stuck out of my mind so much so. I graduated and I have a degree. I just know everything, and I got my own apartment. Oh, I'm like ready to rock and roll. Got me a job.
Oh,
yep. So the holiday rolls around. It was Thanksgiving, and I will never ever forget. This is the first time I woke up Thanksgiving morning, and first thing I noticed, the house was cold. Mm-hmm. The house was cold. My mother, every day, this is even beyond holiday, she would get up because back then they didn't have little thermostats. She'd get up and she would make sure the house was warm. Aww. So I remember waking up and I'm like, oh, something's wrong. And then the other thing was, my mother would get up and she'd be cooking, but always would have breakfast prepared for us also. But the house had a certain smell. And I woke up, it was cold and the smell was not there.
Oh no.
So it just, when I think about just the favorite memories, it's waking up to a warm house, the smell of just the food being prepared, and you know you're gonna have it, and then knowing you're gonna have just like a nice breakfast and it's fun, and that's like the all-time best for me.
Wow.
All-time. And you never miss it until you don't have it.
Right.
True, right?
That's true.
You know, I'm just graduate, got a job.
You're like, but it's cold and I'm hungry.
It doesn't smell like mama's cooking. That's just the best memories.
I know for me, they're two little brief ones, and they're kind of connected. The first one I thought about was I got engaged at Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I did. I did, and
Okay,
he
we have
shocked
to hear
me.
the story. You can't just say that.
My husband.
I want to know.
I knew he was up to something. He can't hide stuff. And we had gone to the Christmas play at church. And as we're sliding out of the aisleway and people are coming down and we're waiting because we were in the back of the church, we got there a little tardy. And I wondered why he wasn't following me. You know, I'm sliding, trying to get to the center aisle, trying to get out, and I turned around and he goes, "So, you want to marry me or what?"
Wow.
Are we on a game show and nobody told me? Okay, I guess this is where I say, yeah. So that for us is very special because it actually leads up to, it was the week before Christmas.
Wow.
So it kind of starts on one day and ends at the other. But
you and he
said, got a snatch.
Right.
Yeah. After like only like 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
Talking on the phone and stuff, but only 4 or 5 months. I think the thing that was fun for me during the holidays is doing simple things. One year he came home late from visiting his mom out of state, and it was already almost midnight. And we were in the baggage claim at almost midnight. I said, what are we going to do? He says, I know. So we went to our car where it was parked, and it was parked at a level in the structure where you could see the planes take off.
Oh.
And he reached in the back seat and he pulled out this bottle of sparkling cider.
Oh.
And we toasted the New Year's watching the planes come off.
Nice.
And, just really sweet little things.
Very sweet. So keep a bottle of apple cider in the car.
That's so sweet.
Does he have a brother?
I'm mad at you.
Alrighty. We have 1 quick minute left. Does anyone have any plans for the New Year's on how to bring it in?
Well, we always just get together with family. All the kids party together, and then all the adults party together, and then we all come together at midnight, and we're like, Happy New Year!
All right.
Yeah, so that's always our tradition.
How about you, Patience?
It's a church affair. Family, church, and the party.
All right, here now. Bring it in with the Lord, amen.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm bringing it on my knees too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do church.
That's right. Watch night service.
Watch night service and then we party after
And
that.
then I'm trying to get my husband to go to the Rose Parade live.
Oh, okay.
I know it's kind of freezing, but at least
it's
once.
amazing.
At least once, yes.
It's
at least
worth
once.
it.
Maybe this is the year that he'll say yes. I'll do it.
That's right. I know.
All right. Well, for this New Year's, I will be bringing it in with friends, and I will see my family the next day. You know, I love them and everything. I will be with friends that night. But yes, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much to our special guest, Patience. And again, her website, you can go to PATIENCEAWAZI.com. You can go ahead and get her book of her cuisines. And don't forget to like and to share and comment on this video because we may just comment back. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.